look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jesus Aguilar.
Digging in to try it again, Jesus Aguilar. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. A fastball that just misses inside. Here it comes on 1-1. And a breaking ball stays outside. Here's a strike.
You know, I think that curveball in the previous pitch had him thinking about getting another one, because there's no reason he shouldn't have had a big rip at that fastball. That was right in every hitter's happy zone.
The 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 thus far. This is line to left. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
Stepping in now, Jonathan Villar. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. Villar playing here in his age 26 season. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Arcia, the runner at first with 2 gone. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. He'll toss it to Rendon at second, and the inning is over. Brewers strand 1. They're down 7-1. Ulysses Chacin gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Hendrys Morales. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball on. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Missed with a slider. And a fastball just a bit high.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Two-0 count. The pitch. Outside and low. 3-0. The 3-0 pitch. And that misses. Ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Coming to the plate now, Rendell Grichuk. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one stayed too low, apparently. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. A runner at first with no outs here. One ball and 2 strikes to count.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Here now the 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
In now, Yonhervis Solarte. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. No hits to this point. That's lifted the other way out to left. Yelich is under it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in now, Russell Martin. A pop out and a ground out for him to this point. Chacin comes set. First pitch on its way. Right over the middle, knee high. Ready with the 0-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Comes set. Now the pitch. In the dirt here. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, the intent there with that two-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up 3 bases.
The 1-2 is a sharp slider that bounces in the dirt.
He went with the off-speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Aaron Hicks would be next. Count still full, 3-2. Once again, a 3-2. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Well, when you go with the slider there on a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Now at the plate, Aaron Hicks. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. First pitch on its way. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
Now the 1-0. And it's fouled away. Morales on second. Martin at first. 2 out in the inning. Throw over to first. Now the 1-1 pitch. Taken on the outside corner for strike 2.
2 strikes.
It's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2-2.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. In now is Lorenzo Cain, and through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
in is Christian Yelich, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Popped him up.
But no one's going to get it as it's into the camera well area.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. High in the air down the right field line. Grichuk is out near the wall as he pulls it in for the second out.
The right fielder, number 16.
Standing in, Domingo Santana, who struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
The windup and the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. The 1-1. Bounces in the dirt for a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. The count now at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers. They're down 7-1. Now in the box, Josh Donaldson. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th.
Yeah, in his last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run, so it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
First delivery to him on the way. And that misses for ball 1. Right-hander starts to loosen out from the bullpen now. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
Talk about certain guys in a lineup that you want to be really careful with. This guy right here is one of those, and you can tell he's pitching awfully cautiously.
Two 2-0 pitch on the way. There's a changeup over the outside corner.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. Full count now, 3-2. 3-2 pitch. Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Standing in, Anthony Rendon. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's set, and the pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And a fastball just a bit up.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
The 2-0 on the way. Slapped hard the opposite way. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
1-0 the count. Donaldson at second. Rendon on at first with nobody out. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Now a throw over to first, and the runner back. A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman. Three balls and a strike now to Smoke.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts. You can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
The 3-1 pitch. Is strike 2 swinging. None out, runners at first and second. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
At the plate, Troy Tulowitzki. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
Two and 0. Bases loaded here, nobody out. Now a move over to first, and he'll dive back in. Here it comes, 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
The 3-0 is taken, strike 1. tight spot. Bases loaded, nobody out. Hit down the line at first. Reined in. The second for one. On to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
A bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. One run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Here's Kendrys Morales. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Another RBI spot for him. He's already got 3 in the game. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
The 0-2 delivery. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
1 out away from stranding that runner on third, so the last thing you want to do is throw a wild pitch and let him score. Nice job there by the catcher to knock that one down.
VR shading to his right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Blue Jays forced to settle for just the 1. We'll go to the 7th now in game 2. Toronto leads this one 8-1. Back here at Rogers Center in Toronto. It's on to the 7th now in game 2, but before we start, there's a look at our game summary to this point. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Now here's the pitch. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
And he fouls this one off. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Takes a good curveball at the knees.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
The 1-2. Fouled away.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here he comes again, 1-2. Line drive to center field. Hicks is there, and he has it for the first out.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Here's Ryan Braun now. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
Hey, we're moving into the later innings right here. This guy's continuing to pitch well with his first pitch strike percentage well over 60%. That's about league average so far, so he's right on point.
And a big swing there by Braun, but he comes up empty. No balls and 2 strikes.
The 7th inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
The 1-2. Grounded to the right. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Up next for Milwaukee, catcher.
So striding in, Manny Pena. He's rolled into groundouts a couple of times already here in the ballgame. First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes. The 1-0 is taken high, but still a strike. 2 out, nobody on. One and 2.
Wow, that was an ugly swing right there, and that tells us all we need to know. Nobody's picking the baseball up off this guy.
The 1-2 is a fastball that misses. The 2-2. This is hit out to right. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row. He's set down now as the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee.